The oil market continues to get absolutely hammered. Okay, and this comes after, bear in mind, the historic production cut announcement by OPEC and partners. Okay, now obviously, look, you can say, oh, give it time for these cuts, these production cuts to really filter through and start to take their, have their impact on the markets. But to be honest with you, that's not going to help the demand, which is very much faltering, which is causing oil prices to continue to plummet. We just recently hit, in the latest week, fresh 18-year lows, just proving the significance of this current form. We've dropped well over almost 70% since the start of this year. Just looking at the chart there, and I'm going to show you that in a moment as well, just some of my observations. But as I say, with the COVID-19 damages that are starting to actually be seen in some of these key data points, that further expresses, there isn't any demand there. Economies are still very much grinded to a halt. Okay, no one's really traveling. No airlines are up in the skies really. There's a huge reduction there. So they're not using fuel. As I say, businesses, transportation, so on and so forth is really, really at the barest of minimum. So no one's really consuming fuel, okay, apart from maybe you and I when we do our essential runs to go to the shops and feed ourselves. But just jokes aside, that just showing how much demand is absolutely crippling oil price. Remember, if there's no demand there, of course price is going to come down, and that's exactly what we're seeing. And to be honest, we could continue to see that. One thing, just in the FX markets, the commodity linked currencies, more so CAD, the most commonly traded commodity linked currency, or linked to oil rather, it's held its ground for a little while, but I really believe so it's going to start to take its toll on the Canadian dollar. It hasn't done so much yet, but it likely will. Just given some of these moves in oil, got to see that impacting CAD and dragging that to the downside as well. But let me just quickly show you some observations on the chart. Hey guys, so just taking a look at the oil market. I've just got this on a weekly chart. So this is US oil, WTI crude. And you can see just the extent of this fall, falling from this top area at the start of this year, 6th of January. And if you look, it is somewhat of a double top. Okay, we had the top here around the $66 mark, and the neckline more so around this sort of $50 area. Okay, in which obviously we breached. And you could see this trend line was supporting the price from the back end of 2019, from October. You could see the variety of the various touches there, breakout. We even retested that on the weekly, and then making way for some further downside. And you can see the extent of this fall, 18-year lows. Look, we're scrolling all the way back here, looking there all the way 2002. The next major zone we're looking at, as a lot of investment banks have been calling, this sort of $10 area. Look, you can see there's a lot of room for this to fall down there. See, from this current area, look at that. It's almost like that's the next area of safety. And this weekly candle sort of closing below that zone, this zone around a $22 to $20 area. Just looking at the daily. Yeah, I mean, there's still no signs of slowdown at the moment. Very much making its way to the downside. See what the monthly looks like. Wow. And look at that monthly candlestick at the moment, like a real serious bearish candle. That long upper wick, that small body, just like only one way, and that's to the downside right now. And as I say, do keep an eye on CAD. That's something you can observe. As I say, I do believe in time it's got to take its toll as well on this absolutely battered oil market. So guys, other than that, that's it from me. Stay lit, baby. Let's get it.